Welcome to Chapter 0, Lesson 6, the percent proportion. So some vocabulary here for this is a percent. So that's a ratio that compares a number to 100. So 75% would mean 75 over 100. Or 25%, 25 over 100. 0.6% would be 0.6 over 100, which would then be 6 1,000ths. Okay, so making sure that your whatever number is the percent is what goes over 100. The percent proportion is the ratio of a part of something to the whole is equal to the percent written as a fraction. So some things that you've heard me say is over of equals percent over 100. Or part over whole equals percent over 100. So we're going to go over a few examples of this and hopefully refresh your memory on the percent proportion. So percents as fractions. First things it wants us to do is express each percent as a fraction or mixed number. So 79%, percent over 100, so 79 over 100. There's no simplifying that, so boom, we're done. 0.5%. You write it as your percent, so the number that's before the percent sign, over 100. We can't have decimals in our percents, so I'm going to switch that to 5 1,000ths, and then I know that 5 goes into 1,000, so I'm just going to simplify here and do 1,000 divided by 5 to get us 1 over 200, because what I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So 0.5% as a fraction in simplest form is 1 over 200. And then 1.07%. We can write that as our percent over 100. Well, guess what? 100 goes into 107 one time, and then there's 7 100ths left over. And there we have it in simplest form. Here we want to find the part. So 40% of 30 is what number? So we have our is over of equals percent over 100. Remember, I comes before O in the alphabet, so that's why it's on top. 40%. So we can fill in the percent blank here. 100's always at the bottom. Of 30. So 30 is our of. And then is what number? So we don't know what is. Then what we're going to do is cross multiply and divide. So 30 times 40 is 1,200. X times 100 is 100x. Cross multiply and divide. So to get x by itself, we need to divide by 100. Divide by 100, our zeros cancel out here, 12 equals x. So our part, 40% of 30 is what number? That number would be 12. Here, find the percent. It says Caden took a survey of students in his lunch period. 42 out of the 70 students Caden surveyed said their family had a pet. What percent of the students had pets? So our part over our whole equals 100 is what we're going to use here. Or equals percent over 100, I'm sorry. So 42 out of 70. So 42 is our part. Out of 70 is our whole. And we're looking to see what percent out of 100 that is. We're cross multiplying and dividing, so 42 times 100 is 4,200, and that equals 70x. To get x by itself, we divide by 70. So 4,200 divided by 70 gets us 60. So if x is 60, we're looking for what percent? So it would be 60%. And now we want to find the whole. So 67.5 is 75% of what number? So we're going to use our is over of because I see both of those words in this problem. Equals percent over 100. 67.5 is, so that's going to go on the top here. 75%, so that's our 75. It's always over 100. What number? We got to solve it. Cross multiply and divide. So 67.5 times 100 is 6,750. X times 75 is 75x. To get x by itself, we divide by 75, the coefficient. And 6,750 divided by 75 gets us 90. So 67.5 is 75% of what number? 90.